100 years ago, the dark wizard Hollowell raised an army and tried to conquer the world. He was stopped by an unlikely hero, Sheriff Aesop Stormwood. As Hollowell died, he prophesied that he would be reborn twice more and rise again. Stormwood looked him in the eye and said if Hollowell did, his descendants would strike him down. Sheriff Aesop Stormwood went on to form Stormwood and Associates to make sure they'd be ready for Hollowell's returns, a private detective, security, and federally licensed magic users agency. 25 years ago, Hollowell returned for the first time, and a Stormwood made good on Aesop's promise. But the third coming of Hollowell may not be so far in the future. But the young Raz Stormwood just might know it's coming, and she plans to be ready. Previously on Stormwood and Associates. Okay, let's see how fast I can get this out of my mouth. So, this guy Marshall Figgins has hired the Stormwood team to recover a car that was stolen from his employer, who was out of town at the time, because he doesn't want his employer finding out that the car was stolen. He hasn't told the cops yet. Anyways, through a contrived series of events and a little bit of evidence here and a little bit of evidence there, the team found out that the group of thieves who stole the car are this notorious international car thieves, which includes NK's ex-girlfriend, Michelle, and Michelle's brother, Turk. Anyways, the team found their way to the garage of these car thieves, and it turned out that not only were they expecting Stormwood to show up at their door, they kind of orchestrated Stormwood getting hired on the job in the first place. This is because they never actually wanted to steal the car. They were coerced into doing it by this guy, Damien Cole, had kidnapped one of their friends, Juan. And so now the team and the car thieves are going back to the Stormwood office and figure out exactly how they're going to get justice for Juan. Oh, and get that stolen Mustang back so the Stormwood team can, get paid. Getting paid is good. All right. So, you guys sit around the table. After a little bit, NK does some research. Is anyone else researching? Just curious.
It's not really my specialty. I mean, I guess I could check just in case this guy has any connection to the magic world. Kind of a weird name. That doesn't.
Yeah,
Damien Cole. Okay. So, actually, Bill, you do find some stuff.
What the heck?
The Cole family are major benefactors to Stanford's magic program.
Oh. Huh. Thought that name sounded kind of familiar, but I didn't think, oh no.
Yeah, so you've heard of the Cole family.
Didn't even think they were the same Coles, but what do you know?
Yeah,
okay.
100%.
Huh. I'm going to share this.
Are you gonna... Guess...
Am I gonna...
Well, no, I guess the question is anyone gonna check against the Greyhaven rolls?
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, jeez.
I mean, I feel like were he to find out about this magic connection, Babbitt might think of doing that.
That makes sense.
So Babbitt's gonna check the Greyhaven rolls?
If
Okay.
Bill shares that information, yes.
If there's a problem, they can solve it. If you need to find someone, they can do it. Stormwood and Associates is a detective, security, and federally licensed magic users agency. If you need help, they'll be there. But don't get in their way. or else you'll get caught in the eye of the storm.
Hey, so I know I heard the Cole family name before. I didn't think it was the same family, but sure enough, this is the major mage clan, the ones who funded Stanford's magic program. That
Really?
Cole family, yeah,
So like a big magic family,
very big, very important.
and they're wanting to steal this weird car.
Yeah, apparently.
Huh. Okay. That's very weird. I want to check out something. And so Babbitt will
Look at the membership
Look-
rolls of
look
the
into that,
Order
yeah.
of Greyhaven. Absolutely,
Yes.
he is 100% on it.
Okay, yeah, we got a match, people.
Oh? Tell me more, tell me more.
Yeah, Damien Cole, he's on this list.
Oh, great. Great. So, we got a rich mage with some connections to some shady people who wanted a piece of crap car. The
Alright.
plot thickens indeed.
All right, so NK has come up from her research fugue state, whatever, and has gone up to the front of the conference room whenever people are ready.
Ready waiting.
Okay, so what Bill just said with the magic stuff, huge, and definitely a thing. And I guess we shouldn't be surprised that a rich asshole wizard is a member of the Order of Greyhaven. Awesome. But okay, so Damien Cole is CEO of Cole Tech. They are a tech firm here in town. They are the primary competitor to Proof Pip Technologies. So that's fun.
Yeah, thought that sounded familiar.
They're a tech firm. They do a lot of stuff. I don't know why they'd be stealing a car. We still don't know who owns the car.
Yeah.
Because I still haven't been able to track down through records who owns that house.
Huh.
And none of us asked our clients.
That was done on purpose?
I mean, he seemed like he clearly did not want to say, so I just didn't push it.
That would have been rude.
Yeah, so besides that, I don't know if Marshall Figgins wants to tell us that, for why this car is important, but so typical asshole for this town. Apparently a rich wizard who runs a tech company who is a member of the Order of Greyhaven. We haven't had to deal with that kind of bullshit before. Hey, that's how we met.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of nostalgic.
And how a good friend of mine got shot in the head.
Yeah.
Nostalgic.
Had to bring that part up, didn't you?
It's kind of the most noteworthy thing from that job. It's my Bort died, and it's how Arc Team went from 4 people to 2 people, because Bort died, and then the 4th member of our team quit out of grief because he was Bort's husband.
Oh no!
Yeah, it was a bad weekend.
It's a really awkward way to find out about Bort. Okay, well, we're not going to let this be anything like that time. Not if I have anything to say about it.
Maybe we need to pay Mr. Figgins another visit.
It seems like our best lead.
So we should though not go in?
Correct.
I like you. You have the spirit of a fox and the soul of a Hyundai.
Back at ya, buddy.
I have no idea what that means.
I live my life a quarter mile at a time.
That's right. Because if you're not going somewhere, you're going nowhere.
That's right.
No matter where you are, no matter where you go, there you are.
What is happening?
But if everyone's going somewhere, then nobody is.
I'm so scared right now.
A dream is a wish your heart makes.
Me.
Okay.
Michelle
Okay.
kind of looks at NK and says, "Can I talk to you for a second?" And NK nods, and the two of them go off for a minute and have a conversation in one of the. There's still like 2 empty offices that for some reason no one's using in this place, but it's still glass, so you can just see that they're talking and having a conversation.
Oof. I feel like we shouldn't be here for this.
I still have a lot to say, John. Just Walker looks at. I have no idea what you just said right now. I said there was too a lot to say to each other. That is not English, man. That is not. I have to say. That is. I don't know. Sometimes with you, man. I don't. Enunciate.
I think he's saying that they have a lot to say to each other.
That's right.
Okay.
I'm glad you can understand me. We can understand each other as men, talking heart to heart, as we move forward, one day at a time.
Yep, one day at a time.
To the next quarter mile, my brother.
Okay, I didn't actually understand that last part. I'm just gonna nod.
Eventually, a few minutes later, the 2 women emerge from the office. Okay, so let's go out to the place, back to see Figgins. Marshall Figgins. That man's name is just nervous already.
He's gonna be Marshall, talking very politely to us, hopefully, in very soon. I was going somewhere with that, but I completely lost it.
Who's driving?
Okay, well, there's a lot of people.
Well, I mean,
It's just the 4 of us going.
yeah.
Okay, true.
These my kid just gestures, so like, these 3 can't go anywhere near that house. They stole a car from it.
They're masters of disguise. They don't know they did it. They weren't on the security footage. established that.
They were on the security
I
footage.
pulled
That's
out
how
the
we
frames of
found
them on
them.
security footage, and then she points at Walker, and he was 1,000% remembered by the guy.
Okay, well, let's okay, fine. We'll go there ourselves. But I still think, like, if they put on, like, some fake mustaches or something, we could probably get away with it. And you know what? Never mind. Let's just go.
You know, Bill...
It's almost as if this was 3 weeks ago.
It was yesterday. Canonically. You've only been on this you've been on this job for like 24 hours.
I'm legitimately trying to continue where I left off. I just keep screwing it up.
That's fine.
It's okay, we retconned how you got back to the office. Alright. So you guys gonna drive back out to the house?
Yep.
Yep.
Sounds good.
Alright, so you guys reach the house. And again, it's this nice white house, very brutalist design, big garage. Did you call ahead, or are you just showing up?
We should probably make a call. Put in a call to them. You guys think should we call ahead?
Yeah. Tell them we have more information about the car.
Alright, who's calling?
I will.
Okay. Are you going to call while you're driving out there? Because it's probably 20-minute, half-hour drive.
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay. Driving sound effects. All right.
Hello?
Hi. It's Raz, Stormwood.
Oh, yeah, you hired. Yeah, well, yes. I know that I hired you. Do you have news?
I do. I'd like to come and give it to you in person. You mind if I stop by the house?
Okay.
I can. Yeah, I'm here. Just come to the buzz. I'll buzz you in at the gate.
Sounds great. I'll see you in about 20 minutes.
Okay.
Guys, drive up to the house. It is a beautiful sunny day. Just outside San Ricardo. And, you get to the gate. He buzzes you in. Gate's open. Who's driving, by the way? Is it Babbitt? It's got to be Babbitt. Because I was assuming it was Babbitt.
Sure.
Okay. Because I just realized we never actually answered that question. I mean, it's not really important, but for some I just like to know.
Yeah.
You guys pull up, and Marshall Figgins is standing outside the house, looking very uncomfortable. So news. You have news for me?
We do. We have an idea about who might have taken the car. But I also have some questions for you as well.
Okay.
Who's your employer?
Why do you need that to get the car back? You have the VIN number, you have the license plate, you have...
Look, if you don't want us to help you, it's fine.
It's John Prudence.
Really?
That makes sense.
Gotcha.
It's Mr. Prudence's car.
Okay.
The man who took the car is Damien Cole.
What? Really?
Yep.
Okay, and you're gonna get it back?
Yeah, we're very close to getting it back. Closer than you might know. Than you could possibly imagine.
What? Why are you saying it like that?
Because I'm very
Why?
confident in our abilities.
Right, but I hired you to get the car back. So
I'm
if
trying
you're
to be
closer
positive.
than I could possibly like that. That's a weird way to word that.
It's
in
fine.
general,
It's good.
And I don't.
It's good. You'll see.
Is it?
It's really good.
Is it?
Yeah.
And this is you making a personal guarantee.
I'm very confident in my work and my work ethic.
And if for some reason it doesn't come back, you're the person who's going to be accountable, right?
Absolutely
yes. What? Yeah.
You specifically. He's putting a bill.
Absolutely not. The company is responsible for the actions of our employees while we're on a job.
Right. But the buck stops with him. That points at Bill.
No.
Nobody ever said that.
He just sort of did.
He said he was confident.
I'm very confident. I did not say the buck stops with me.
He never took responsibility for anything. He said he was very confident that we would get it back.
He said it was closer than I could ever imagine, and I can imagine pretty close.
You are a weird person.
You're a weird person.
I would like to now grab both Bill and Babbitt by the collars. Kind of make them like duck their heads in a quick little like bow and say, "Thank you so much for your time."
Okay.
We'll get back to the case right away.
We probably could have done this over the phone.
Because I didn't think he would want to tell us about it. I didn't think he wanted to share this information. So
I mean, it's fine. My office is like 10 feet into the building here, so it wasn't really inconvenient for me. But it's weird.
We were on our way out here anyway.
it's more interesting in a visual medium, like the fake television show.
Oofta.
Indeed. Jen is tired.
All right. So you guys gonna drive back to the office? Or are you gonna go somewhere else?
I mean, it's good that we're chasing down, we're hunting a car, because there's so much driving going on in this episode. And not even like fun, cool, like races driving. It's just back and forth from places to the office. Not even cool, exciting drive.
Only one of those trips was my fault. I just let you do that.
So we know it's Prudet's car and Cole took it, and there's an emotional attachment to it from the owner, so there's got to be some, and we know there's already beef between their two companies.
Well, and you know that they're direct competitors.
Yeah, that's what I mean by beef.
And technically, this house is owned by a shell corporation.
Yes. And we know the one prudent guy, that's where I got the coin from.
Piper, yeah.
Piper's where you got. So PruPip Technologies is owned by Prudence and Piper. Piper was a
Yes.
member of the order the Order of Grey Haven, and that you got the
Yes.
Hollowell coin from.
Yes.
Prudence is the guy who hired you back in the first episode to test their security and was unaware of the illegal things that Piper was doing.
And it's Prudence's car?
Yes.
Okay, never mind. We'd be like, oh, it's a cool lead I got, and evil stuff, but nope.
Well, you know that he was partnered with someone doing evil stuff who is no longer able to keep doing evil stuff.
Well, I mean, he could still be doing evil stuff, just like...
Well, right, but...
Side.
If just your character would remember, your character would know, because I know it's been a while because this was the first arc.
Yeah.
So your character would remember that all the illegal technomancy that was being done at PruPip Technologies was being done by Piper, not by Prudence. So and that Prudence seemed unaware of the illegal dark magic stuff that his firm was supposed to be doing.
Okay. But
So what's your butt?
Gen's trying to fit the pieces together.
Okay. So
and it's happening in a weird way because I'm tired.
that's okay. So
I may just talk it out a little bit.
All right.
Because
All right.
Prudence is not the evil dude, but he was partnered with an evil dude. But his competitor seems to be an evil dude because he's on the list.
Yep.
And competitor stole Prudence's car. So usually isn't Prudence a woman's name?
It's his last
Never-
name. Prudence is his last name.
Ah. Still weird. Anyways.
His name is John Prudence. Technically, they're both named John, but Piper goes by Jack, which is a nickname for John. So yeah. In case I've been inconsistent on which one's John and which one's Jack, historically, I can't always remember, but Piper's the one in a hoodie and Prudence is the one in a suit.
Yeah.
Hoodie
It
evil,
could be
suit
that
normal evil.
Jack and Damien are evil buddies. And Damien's helping Jack get revenge on his old partner for kicking him out.
I mean, before you leave, you could ask more questions about the car.
Yeah! So you said before that the owner had an emotional attachment to this car. Do you know the history of it?
I know that when he restored the car with his business partner when they started it was a project that they did together where they restored the Mustang together.
Oh.
Okay.
As I feared, sentimental value.
Or there's something in it.
Yeah, there's presumably something up with the car.
Because the evil guy who shot my friend
Maybe
in
I
the
should
head.
try detecting Spooky.
Well, you tried detecting Spooky there before. There was nothing there, but the car's also not there anymore.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hmm,
So if there's something spooky, it's definitely in that car.
right. Hmm.
So it's definitely a precious memory with for both the owners. And it has a special doohickey in it that the evil people want.
Maybe.
I don't know. Could you guys just get the car back?
Yeah, let's go get the car.
Let's go get the car.
Look, there's a lot more going on than you have any idea of, all right?
I just hired you to get a car back.
It turned out to be a big thing.
I mean, technically, yeah.
There's a lot going on.
I just want the car back.
You'll get the car back.
Great.
Let's roll out.
All right.
Okay.
So now we're driving back to the office.
Yeah. Lord, I just want this whole episode to just be like driving montages. Just really boring driving montages.
And
like,
here's the sound effect when the car drives from the one headphone to the other headphone that I use all the time.
and like, I want there to be like weird symphonic, like esoteric electronica music.
Nah, cop music.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Down, like transition.
Obviously better.
Whatever royalty-free music I can find right now. I just like the fact that you guys drove to the guy's to the house and you just stayed outside the whole time.
Yeah, we didn't even like go in or like re-inspect anything.
I mean, to be fair, you're pretty sure you found all the physical evidence and you have the actual thieves who were there.
Yeah. Okay, so let's look more into Damien Cole.
All right.
Where he could be.
All right, so you're back at the office?
Yeah.
All right. Well. Okay, so you're back at the Stormwood office. The Domino crew is still there. Walker has found Babbitt's deck of cards and is attempting to make a house out of them, and has successfully built 4 levels tall. And it's just
Wow.
carefully doing that.
Kind of impressed.
Mara's still reading her book. Turk gets up when you come in. Found anything good?
He asked if we found anything good.
I'm shocked you understood me that well. It was just a guttural nonsense, but it's exactly what I was saying.
We're learning to translate.
We found out some information, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I actually didn't understand that last one.
what'd you find?
Well, we know the owner of the car is John Prudence, and that the car is significant because he built it with his partner, his company partner, and we're pretty dang sure there's a special something inside that car.
You mean Jack Piper, the guy who's on trial for murder?
That's the one.
Technomancy?
Rooney.
That guy's an asshole.
Oh, we know.
Yes.
Yeah.
We are well aware.
Firsthand, we know.
And Kay and Michelle are off to the side somewhere having a conversation.
Mm-hmm.
This time they've disappeared into Mars' room.
Oh.
Well, you can't see him. It's the only place in the entire office where you can't see in. That isn't the bathroom. Most of them, I'm not going to roleplay those conversations with myself because that would be weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okie dokie.
Alright, so do you want to know anything about me? Like where I left the car or something?
That one I didn't understand either.
What? No. Just speaking English here. Oh man. Walker just walks over. He's asking if you need any information from us. Like, okay, so we can tell you where we dropped off the car for the supposed exchange.
Yes, we will need all that sort of information.
That would be great, yeah.
Right, that's what I said. Yeah, I know that's what you said. But I know, I'm just trying to be clear. Alright, so here's drop off car to the warehouse. Yeah. This guy showed up and took it. I wanted to know where he's found.
Dropped off the car at a warehouse. Guys showed up and took it.
I wanted to know where he's found.
And Juan was nowhere to be found.
Yeah. That's what I said.
All right.
Why are you
That was
repeating
it.
that? Why are you repeating what I'm saying?
I'm just making sure we got everything.
That's... Just trying to find solutions.
Yeah, so are we. We live our lives a quarter mile at a time.
If you're not finding solutions, you're just living in problems.
Okay.
All right, so
I'm vaguely speechless.
So we should probably go to the warehouse and see if we can find any clues there. Otherwise, we could look up more about the Damien Cole and where he lives. I don't know. I'm spitballing.
those are both, yeah, no,
Yeah. Absolutely.
yeah, those. Neither of those is a bad idea. Walker just says, except that NK's in a different room, so I can't be NK. Neither one of those is a bad idea, I guess. Which do you want to do?
I mean, there's no guarantee that anything is still at the warehouse. But there's also no guarantee there's absolutely anything regarding the car that's going to be at his actual house. I think the warehouse is probably going to be our best bet. Right, yeah.
First, though, I'm sure it's probably fine, but Babbitt would like to just check to see if Prudence is on that evil list.
Oh, if Prudence is no, he's not a member of the Order of Greyhaven. He's not on the list.
Good. Okay.
He's just a normal capitalist asshole.
Right.
He's not part of the death cult, or whatever. It's not really a death cult, but it's fun to call things death cults. He's not a member of the secret society, no.
Okay.
He just worked alongside a rich asshole for. He just worked alongside an evil person for years and never noticed.
America. Ermencia.
Hermesia. This is Hermesia. Does not Childish Gambino had a harder time in this reality coming up with lyrics. That extra syllable just kills you. Much like gun violence.
Do you want to head to the warehouse sneaky? Do you want to sneak at night?
Yeah, I didn't get to sneak into a warehouse at night the last time you guys did that.
Yeah, you did. You were at the warehouse the last time. Well, which warehouse?
The farm barn one?
Oh, the farm barn. Because you were at the one on the the first warehouse you snuck into.
Yeah.
Yeah, I said the last time.
Okay, last time. I got confused.
The one where Babbitt drove a car into the warehouse and we're on a forklift.
That's where I put the brick on the pedal.
Yes, Babbitt was just holding on to the bottom.
Yeah.
It's the dumbest. All right. NK eventually reemerges. Who's all going to go down to the warehouse? Is everybody going? Are people staying here? What's the plan?
Babbitt's going.
Yeah, I think our core team is going.
Okay. Yeah, the core four.
Yeah. At
All right.
least. The other guys want to come with, they can, but mostly going to be... I think it's mostly going to be investigative.
Yeah.
We could probably dismiss them.
I don't know.
Okay.
Turk seems to have made himself at home in the conference room.
Okay.
He's probably just, like, Googling, like, cars and car parts.
Yeah, he's looking up, parts on eBay. All right. So, I'm assuming Babbitt's driving the SUV, so I don't have to think about it.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So you drive out to the warehouse. It is a very familiar neighborhood. Oh, so you're going at night or in the day?
I think nighttime might be a good idea. That's just me.
All right. So, as soon as you drive down, so it's the middle of the night. There's rain coming down, and you arrive at the warehouse, and you realize something. You've been here before,
Ah, dang it.
but across the street. You are literally across the street from the warehouse where you had the big fight with Piper. It's literally the next warehouse.
A big fight with what?
With Piper?
Okay. Oh, wow. Ah,
In fact, it's the warehouse you parked in front of when you were trying to park away from the warehouse.
Okay.
frickin' seriously?
For symmetry, then I'm going to park on the other side of the of the street.
Rain is coming down. And yeah, it's a big warehouse. It's a little different layout than the other one, in the sense that it has like some garage doors that open to the outside. I mean, the other one probably did, but you never found them. Like, you just were at truck loading bays. This one has truck loading bays on one side, but it also has a large garage door that goes to the street level.
So we're trying to go in a normal door.
All right.
Right.
So there are a number of doors on the ground level. They are locked.
I would like to open one.
All right. You gonna pick a lock for me?
I'm gonna pick a lock.
All right, let's get those rules up here for the thief. And disarm trap device is what lockpicking is. And so you're going to give me a 5 minutes on that?
Yeah.
So roll me a d10.
10.
You want, bam, pop. You pop that lock almost immediately.
Security on this place is shit.
Like, it's one of those, 5-number punches, like, with the mechanical locks, with, the 5 numbers where you put it, and you just, you do the trick where you stick a large magnet on the side of it, and it just opens.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, by the way, all the locks in all the dorms at UW Eau Claire, until, were incredibly insecure when we were students
No
there.
idea.
The lock manufacturers have produced a fix where you can't defeat them with a large magnet, but I have no idea if they went in and ever actually fixed every lock in those buildings. But you find those locks, if they haven't been fixed at the patch, and if you take a strong magnet and just slap it on the side, it pulls the override bar over if it's one of the original designs, and you can just jiggle the lock and it'll open. Fun fact.
Cool.
The company has replaced that part on new locks with a non-magnetic part where that trick doesn't work anymore. But a lot of those locks are still out there in the wild, and a lot of them can still be defeated with a large magnet just slapped on the side of it. I occasionally watch videos on lockpicking. It's research for this show, really.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, you pop the lock.
Yep. Open it up.
All right, you open up the door. It is a big, empty warehouse.
Okay. Let's go in.
All right. You walk into the warehouse. The rain is pattering on the steel roof. There's not much in here. There's a couple of maybe a couple of crates on the periphery, but for the most part, this is a disused warehouse that is like the Piper one from a way long time ago was had a large section in the middle and didn't look like it was in use, but a lot of stuff was being stored there. This place is just empty. At least as far as you can tell from here.
Hey, Bill, want to detect some spooky?
Yeah, let's give it a shot.
All right. You're going to detect spooky for me.
Yep.
So, Bill, what you're detecting is residual. There is nothing here right now, but there was something here, within the last 2 hours. There is, in the center of the room, you can tell that there was an incredibly powerful magic item there.
Okay. Hey guys, we just missed something really powerful in magic. It was here, but I'm not reading it anymore. It's like we just missed it.
Dang it.
Huh.
Could I totally investigate the area?
Absolutely. So totally investigate the area. First off, you find some tire treads that it looks like it's really clear that a car was driven into the middle of this room. But you also see some heavier tire treads of a truck, like a pickup truck, where it looks like you can deduce that the car was loaded onto a trailer. Someone stole this car, drove it out here, and then someone loaded. It's really clear based on the tire patterns on the ground that there was a truck with a trailer and likely that the Mustang is put on that. What else are you looking for here?
I don't know anything.
Okay. Like, are we looking
Is
at?
there a surveillance system?
Are you looking for a surveillance system?
Do I see like any?
Oh,
Okay.
you looking?
Just do I see any cameras or anything?
Roll me a d10, Babbitt.
6.
You don't see anything.
Cool.
Do I see anything with?
Absolutely. You're
Come on,
totally
I noticed he's
investigating. Yeah, there are security cameras you can see that are around this place that are focused in the room.
Guys, there's security cameras. If we can find,
There is also at the far end of this place, like it looks like a little office.
Okay. Start heading towards that little office. See if I can look at some footage.
All right. So the office door is not locked. And sorry, I'm just rolling some stuff to just to kind of see what you find in there. All right. So there is a computer that is in this office. NK has gone with you, and I'm going to say it was passworded, and she's going to use a technological solution to unlock it, though, because you have a hacksaw. And I could run through the whole thing of first steps of breaking into the thing, or I can just say that, yes, you got to it, because that's not an entertaining scene. All right, so you have the access to the footage. What are you? So you're looking at. So what are we looking for? Like when the car was here?
Yep. Looking at 2 hours ago.
All right, 2 hours ago. You see a truck with a trailer and about a bunch of guys. Like, so the car had been left here. You see it being like rolled onto the trailer by some guys, and you do have a clear shot of the license plate number. Although it won't be surprising who this is registered to. And yeah, you can see that there is a truck with about like 4 or 5 guys loaded this car onto a trailer and drove out. Like turned the car around and drove it out the turned the truck around and drove it out the garage door.
Do I notice anything distinct about that truck?
It's a large black pickup truck. Like you can see the license plate number, so NK can definitely tell you where it's registered to.
Okay. I thought you meant it was getting loaded into like a box truck.
No, it was the car was loaded onto a trailer, but you can also see the license plate of the truck that was pulling the trailer.
Right.
Yeah. So it was just loaded onto like a tow trailer. Like,
okay. Yeah.
Like a pickup truck drove into the warehouse, loaded the car onto to a trailer, and then drove off with it.
Understood.
Yeah.
I thought they were trying to still hide the car and not have it. Whatever. My brain is.
They were not trying very hard at all. They were just taking the car.
Rats.
To be fair, no one's called the police, so this car has not been reported stolen yet.
But of course we don't want it reported stolen because that would get our current client in trouble.
NK is sitting there with the phone, and because she obviously was able to see the license plate and using research, is pulling up information on her phone. And she just looks and says, You'll never guess who that truck is registered to.
Ooh.
Coltec.
Oh, right.
Ah,
So, yeah.
of course.
I mean, I guess the real question is he taking it, like, that's a Coltec corporate security truck. Is he taking it home? Or is he taking it to the office? Like, they don't... I bet you $5 he just took it to his office.
I mean, It seems pretty likely to me. Do we dare try?
I mean, we could head to his office, see if we see anything there, and then if that's a bust, we could head to his house. Oh.
Okay, so the Coltec building is not a small thing. The Coltec building, as you might be aware, it's technically in a town right outside of San Ricardo, but it's a massive complex.
Yeesh.
The good news is that Bill can detect spooky.
So I could probably track it in there.
Yeah, so it's not like we gotta wander around like the whole facility, but
Just a lot of the facility.
well, I think the security is gonna be the larger concern.
Okay, fair. Yeah, that's a good thought.
So we're gonna probably need people.
Hey, we've got people.
We got people.
Do we want to involve those NK's old buddies, the Marshmallow? Yeah.
Marshmallow?
Well, he sounds like he had marbles in his mouth. That guy.
Turk.
That's him.
Thinking of Marshmallow.
Don't
That's what
call
I
him
meant to
Marshmallow
say.
to his face.
I know he's not Marshmallow.
Marshmallow's that orcish DJ who wears the mask.
Yeah, I don't understand. I don't think he should be ashamed of who he is. He makes good music. Anyway.
I don't think it's shame. I think it's a gimmick. DJs like gimmicks. Like,
I don't know. I'm not a DJ.
like
I don't.
The Daft Punk guys wear helmets. He wears a little marshmallow mask.
Wait, those are. I assumed that they were actual robots.
Why would there be robots?
I feel like I've been lied to for a very long time. We should detect Spooky.
Like, we're in the warehouse?
Well, like, go to the place that we need to. Let's get the team together and do the thing that we need to do.
Okay.
I am bombing so hard right now.
So, should we go back to the office and get the crew together?
Yeah, I think that's our best bet.
And we'll go back to the office. Can the title of this episode just be Back to the Office?
No, it's probably gonna be. They're all gonna be Swift and the Serious titles.
Okay.
I don't know what episode this conversation is taking place in. We could be in episode like 5 or 6 right now. Who knows? Or 7. Who knows? All right. So, you guys get back to the office. And
we're just lucky that the office is so centrally located between everywhere that we need to go.
Of course, it's television. So you get back to the office. Again, Mara is still just sitting at that front desk reading her book. There's like a bunch of delivery Chinese boxes on the front desk, so clearly she's eating something. The crew is just like moved in. At some point, Turk must have found like a PlayStation or an Xbox and has it hooked up to the monitors in the conference room.
We weren't even gone that long.
And like the three of them are just like drinking in the conference room and playing video games.
Oh, are they playing Tony Hawk?
Sure.
He's a skateboarding Eric Kokra.
I don't think Eric Kokra exists in this universe.
Oh, but it's still a funny joke.
It is a funny joke. It is a funny joke. Because we just have dwarves, elves, orcs, goblins, halflings, humans, and maybe gnomes. That's
I
it.
feel like Tony Hawk would stretch the suspension of disbelief at that point. We have all that other stuff. That's
Yeah. Well, I mean, Tony Hawk as a person is fine.
Weird people? No way.
Draw my line.
I see. I see where you draw your line.
Well, also, we've established that only those races are legally people.
Oh!
So if the other ones don't exist, it's fine. Except for that mind flayer at that church, who's not legally a person.
Right.
Yeah, there was a lot to unpack there.
The genocide of little people, perpetrated by your new receptionist.
Speaking of new receptionist, if we wanted to be really mean to Trey, we could bring her along.
I have a lot of NPCs to roll for already. All right, so anyways, you guys gather in the conference room. NK pulls up the Coltech Plaza building. The Coltech building is this massive structure. It is gigantic. It is built as a giant hexagon.
Jeez.
It's this thing with like a green field in the middle. It is gigantic. So the Coltech Plaza is huge. This building is gigantic. The central hallway, there's a central hallway that goes around the entire ring. That it is so. There are multiple floors. It's about 5 stories, but the central hallway are very wide. So, Turk just kind of looks up. You could drive a car through there. My name is Trey Dorn, and I was your game master for this session. Joining me, as always, was Kyle Johnson as Babbitt, Nick Izumi as Bill, and Gen Proc as Raz Stormwood. Stormwood & Associates is a production of Nerd and Tie. You can find more information at nerdandtie.com/Stormwood. You can also find us on social media at Nerd and Tie on Twitter, nerdandtie.tumblr.com, and facebook.com/nerdandtie. This podcast can be subscribed to on anywhere that major podcasts are found: iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, Podbean, and quite a few other places, and anywhere that takes an RSS feed as well. To be continued. Hey, while you're still here, let me tell you about another podcast on the Nerd and Tie Network, and that's Let's Be Legendary. Let's Be Legendary, the Feywild West, is a 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons actual play game. So, an actual play game like this one, but like, in a system people actually use in the real world. Set in a homebrew Wild West steampunk world, the Feywild West follows 2 people discovering what it means to be in a relationship, all the while seeking revenge and learning the truth of their pasts. Let's Be Legendary podcast is an LGBTQ+ podcast with both main and minor characters, as well as players falling under the queer blanket. A heavy RP game with a focus on story and characters. And you can hear it every week here on the Nerd and Tie Network, and you can find all of their subscription information and links at nerdandtie.com/legendary.